Alright, now this one is a doozy of a convoluted combo. It's ridiculously convoluted. And I should also probably start this off by saying it's not a true FTK, first turn kill. But, I mean, if you do get off the combo in your first turn, you basically won. Kind of. There are a couple ways out of it if they have, like, Effect Veiler or cards that they can activate from the graveyard. But if they don't have any of that, you basically lock out your opponent during the first turn. It's like the old school Yada Garatsu lock, except you can pull it off on your very own as long as you get really lucky with your draws. In order to pull off this combo, you need 3 The Transmigration Prophecies, 2 Drastic Drop-Offs, and a bountiful Artemis, plus Broken Bamboo Sword, Golden Bamboo Sword, all that jazz. You'll see the combo go off in the video, and I'll talk about it after. Alright, as you probably just saw in the video, in case you don't really know what happened there, what I do is I basically draw all the cards in my deck while doing a few things before getting to the end of my deck. First, I activate a double summon, just so I can actually get out Royal Magical Library and normal summon Bountiful Atremis later on. Although I don't really need to use normal summon, I can also just use Soul Charge, but I don't use it in this video, even though I still have it included in the deck. It just gets discarded with Into the Void later on. So, you need either a double summon or a soul charge just to get out Bountiful Artemis, because you really need Royal Magical Library in order to actually draw all the cards in your deck. And while you're drawing all the cards in the deck, you need to get a Stygant Street Patrol in the graveyard and Sky Scourge Norelis. With Street Patrol, you can use it, and you can banish it from the graveyard to special summon Phantom of Chaos from your hand. And you use Phantom of Chaos effect to banish Sky Scourge to use his effect. His effect, of course, allows you to Send all cards on the field in both players' hand to the graveyard, and you get to draw a card. The card you'll be drawing is Bountiful Artemis, or Soul Charge if you have one. If you decide to put them in the graveyard. For this combo, I had to totally top deck that. Arlo, there are ways to top deck that in a duel with cards like Advanced Draw or Big Eye, anything that allows you to. Here, let me show you what that card is. Add. I could have sworn I had it in my extra deck to show. This card right here allows you to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and replace them in any way you want. There are ways to stack your deck in a duel, but this is a convoluted combo, so I'm going to stack the deck with the in-game feature. So, when you use Phantom of Chaos' effect, and you destroy all cards in the field, both players' hands, and you draw a Bountiful Artemis, you will then also send triple Ghostly Bamboo Swords to the graveyard through Norales' effect, which will allow you to search out 1 Broken Bamboo Sword and 2 Golden Bamboo Swords, which will then allow you to draw 4 cards. The 4 cards you're going to be drawing are basically at least 1 Drastic Drop-Off and 2 Transmigration Prophecies, or all of them. You need 2 Drastic Drop-Offs and 3 Transmission Prophecies in order to do the loop. The loop entails, once you get all that set up, you have Artemis on the field, you have at least a Drastic Drop-Off and a Transmigration Prophecy on the field, your opponent goes, they draw a card, and Drastic Drop-Off sends the card in their hand to the graveyard. Hopefully you'll have at least like 1 more card in your graveyard, in your deck, that way you'll draw into it. So the 4 cards you draw from the 2 Golden Bamboo Swords should be, like 2 Drop-Offs or 2 Transmigration Prophecies, or it can be any combinations of these 3, just as long as you have any combination of these 5, as long as you have at least 1 Drastic Drop-Off and 1 Prophecy on your side of the field during your opponent's turn. So you'll draw a card thanks to Artemis' effect. Every time you use the effect of a counter trap card, you get to draw a card. You'll draw a card, and then you use Transmigration Prophecy to send, depending on what kind of card you have in your hand, either 2 Drastic Drop-Offs back to your deck, or 2 Transmigration Prophecies. That's why you need 3 of them. Because if you send 2 Drastic Drop-Offs to your deck when you have no cards in your deck, you have a 100% chance to draw a Drastic Drop-Off because you only have 2 in your deck. You'll draw one of those, and then you'll set it, and you should have another Transmigration on the field. In which case, during your opponent's turn, you use Drastic Drop-Off, you draw the last Drastic Drop-Off in your deck, you'll have 0 cards in your deck again, and then you use Transmigration Prophecy to recycle 2 Transmigration Prophecies from your graveyard to your deck, and you'll have a Drastic Drop-Off in your hand, which you can use on your next turn. That way, on your next turn, you draw a card. Since you have 2 Prophecies in your deck, you have a 100% chance to draw a Prophecy. So you can repeat the combo indefinitely by just cycling off 2 Drastic Drop-Offs and then 2 Prophecies, rinse, repeat, since you're going to be gaining advantage by using Artemis' effects. You're basically drawing 2 cards a turn, but you're drawing 1 card on your opponent's turn and then 1 card on your turn. So you can keep the combo off indefinitely. You don't need to recycle Golden Bamboo Swords after the first one to basically draw the cards after you clear the field. But I do it in this video just because I kind of figured out the loop while I was making the video. I spent a really long time trying to figure this out. And I finally figured out that you just need to recycle 2 Drop-Offs and 2 Prophecies with a 3rd Prophecy. I was trying to just do this with 2 Prophecies for the longest time. I could not get this to work, threw in a 3rd one, and I got it. This was definitely a tough, convoluted combo, and I kind of like it. It definitely fits the name. It's super convoluted and it works.